This week on the Get Shit Done podcast, I'm sharing with you some tips and tricks that are going to help you to stay sane over the holiday, but still get shit done. I'm telling you, I do these podcasts because this is what I need to hear right now. And I'm hoping that you need to hear this too, or share this with someone else that needs to hear it. But here are a few quick tips to help you save your sanity, but still continue to get the stuff done that we all know we have to do. So let's talk about it in this week's episode.
Hey, I'm Brianne McKenzie. I'm a mom of 4 little kids, teacher of students with special needs, and a health and productivity buff. And this is the Get Shit Done podcast, where I help busy moms learn to get shit done in their lives through everyday tangible productivity tips and tricks that'll be sure to help you get shit done. Whether you're a busy working mom inside or outside the home, I'll share my how-tos and my step-by-step strategies you need to prioritize what's important in your life and create the energy you need to follow through. Now, grab your earbuds and join me for a mom chat while you're doing the dishes, folding the laundry, or exercising with your kids. And let's get shit done together.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the Get Shit Done podcast. And I'm sure this is coming to you at a timely moment because we are, in the midst of the holidays and it's likely to feel a little chaotic this time of year. So I'm here to bring a few tips that may help to get shit done over the holidays, but in a more sustainable, way that saves your sanity. So I'm going to share a few of those tips today. I hope this finds you well. I know that for me, even with these tips, the overwhelm still creeps in often throughout this time of year. So I have to even be more mindful of those things that help me to feel a little bit more, calm, less overwhelmed, that sort of thing. So that's an episode for another day, but I encourage you to kind of start thinking about what are those things that help you. But today I'm going to give you some practical tips and tricks on what you can do to get shit done over the holidays in a sustainable way. Okay, tip number 1 is to simplify. Simplify things in your life. So that might mean saying no to events because it doesn't really fit well with your family or you have to juggle way too much to go. Or it might mean just to give yourself the permission to do the easy dinners through the week. I don't know about you, but at our house, I don't want to cook really on the weekends. So we ended up doing a lot more of the chicken nuggets and fries and the frozen pizzas and, the bag salad and rotisserie chicken or whatever that looks like. But at this time of year when we have multiple Christmas concerts through the week, we have, parent-teacher stuff happening. We have final recitals for different activities the kids were in and all of those things that come at the same time of year, parties, Christmas parties, all the things. I tend to lean into those type of meals more for the family because it's quick. It's less mess in the long run for us to clean up at night on those busy evenings. So just give yourself permission to simplify your life in certain ways. It doesn't mean you're giving in. It's just a season of life right now. We know it'll come to an end. So where are those ways that you can just back off a little bit for the family? Maybe it's less homework in the evenings this time of year. Maybe it's the quick dinners, like I said, or some people are even using paper plates and recyclable things that you can just use one time to kind of save your sanity. Where can you simplify and start there? Okay, this next tip for me was super important this last little while. And I think I've been doing it since probably the end of November, but turn off the noise. Okay, so I don't know about you, but did Black Friday come and you had 80 million emails in your email inbox, all this junk, spam mail, whatever? Every single time one of those came in, I decided to unsubscribe to majority of them. That's part of the noise, the clutter, the stuff that takes up brain space and power in my life. And I don't want it. I don't need anything else to take up space in this brain. There's no capacity as there is. So where can you cut the clutter? So I'm not talking about decluttering our house, because that would be lovely, but like really we don't have the time for that right now probably. But emails is one thing. Another thing is my social media feed. So my feeds are full of the stuff that takes up space in my brain. So for example, if I'm really concerned about my nutrition and I really want to find something that feels like it fits for me, then I'm like searching and watching reels and saving and following and all these things. And then my feed is cluttered with that stuff. So I just went through and thought, I don't need to be thinking about nutrition right now. That's not a priority this time of year, because my priority is staying sane. Budgeting tips is not my priority right now. Like whatever those priorities, if they've shifted during just this few weeks of December, it's okay. You can pause them, you can unfollow them, you can mute them, whatever it is, but just so that when you open your feed, you're not seeing this is what I should do. This is what someone else's house looks like decorated. This is the newest toy. I should buy this. This is on sale. This is the only time it's going to be this price. All of that stuff takes up clutter in your life, creates that impulse of like, I need to do it, or the guilt of feeling like you should. Turn off the noise. Do yourself a favor. You won't miss it because you won't see it. And then when you are scrolling, because you just want that mindless scroll stuff, it's like funny stuff that you like enjoy, and it's not about the stuff you should feel like you're doing. Okay, my next tip is one that, I'm bound to say, because it's really the thing that works, is to prioritize what needs to get done. So that's in all stages of life. But when we're in this kind of like holiday season, when there's more to do, it's even more important to prioritize. And prioritizing can look like, what do I need to get done so that I can go to this Christmas concert tonight? Or what do I need to do now to make, that crunch before the holidays easier? I'll give you a couple examples that I did. I went and gave my daughter a ton of wrapping that I felt like she could do, that I didn't need to do, and got gifts out of my house. I prioritized getting these done by a certain point because my mother-in-law was coming up to visit us, and I wanted to send gifts home. So I thought, you know what, it has to be done by this day. So then a large majority of our gifts are done and out of the way. So I just thought ahead of like, someone's coming, they can take them back. So there's certain things that I prioritize to get done early. Another thing is my shopping. The days of like going out to all the stores might have been nice at some point, but like ain't nobody got time for that, / we don't even need to. I one day went out and kind of price compared a little bit around Black Friday, and then I legit bought everything I could online. Everybody has like hardly any shipping now, and it's like, deal or whatever. I did it all in one day so that I wasn't continuously looking for deals and scrolling and stretching all this out. I thought, I'm going to do it one time and then I'll have it and it'll be done and I don't have to think about it. So I prioritized getting that shopping done and out of the way so that I did not have to continue to think about it and take up space in my brain and wonder who was getting what. So prioritize getting that shopping done. That was important to me. The other thing I did was prioritize things that felt really good for our families and like let go of some of that other stuff. So like we have a family open house that I love, and it's like my priority for our family. So I prioritize like organizing that and a couple of Christmas parties, but everything else, I didn't buy tickets to the cool show that was going on, and I didn't sign up for all the different tree lightings and all the parades and everything. My kids need to remember an experience, and I want the experience they do to be memorable. But if we're doing all these different things, they don't even, it loses its luster at some point. So we are going to prioritize doing something really fun. One big thing maybe, which is like driving around our neighborhood and seeing, our neighborhood has this big thing that they do, these massive Santas that everybody puts up and raises money for Feed Nova Scotia, like our local food bank. So that's going to be a night where we do that, and we get hot chocolate and we drive around, and then maybe we go to a Christmas tree lighting that all kind of coordinates on one day, and then it's done. So I'm prioritizing those things that I know my kids like, but I'm stripping it back. I'm simplifying. I'm not doing 80 of them. So we don't have to. The kids will remember the thing. They will remember the feeling. They don't remember the things. Like, they don't remember what they got. right? They remember the feeling they had. They remember the people around there. They remember how you reacted or how you were present in that moment. So that's what I try to remember. My last tip kind of goes along with that. It's be realistic with the priorities. It kind of like, if you're looking at your priorities and really taking stock, you are kind of trying to be realistic. But again, it's saying no to some of those things that are like not going to fit well in your life at the moment. And it's okay to say no. You may feel like you're missing out, but nobody else is going to feel like they're missing out because they didn't know about it in the first place. But also, you're going to prioritize those things you really do love, and you're just going to feel like a weight is lifted off your shoulder. You're going to feel liberated when you are realistic with your expectations of what you can get done. That includes Christmas Day and Christmas night. What can you do? It's like, do you just have stuff that you can throw in the oven for a breakfast instead of making all these casseroles and all these like things? Do something that's going to be easy for you, because then you get to enjoy the moment on Christmas. Can you give all of your wrapping to someone else to do? I told my husband, I was like, I did the shopping, you do the wrapping. Like that's what it's going to be, because I'm not doing all of that. You don't have to do the cookie exchange. You don't have to do all the stuff. Like, feel free to buy the store-bought cookies that are done for you, or the cookie decorating kit that your kids can do, and that's the experience. My point is realistic priorities, simplifying, and tuning out the noise is all going to really help you to just get through this holiday season feeling so much better and being more present with your family. Naturally, you will be more present. So I, again, like all of these podcasts, I always joke, I do the thing that is like in my brain and on my mind now, in hopes that this resonates with you guys. And I like tend to listen back and write these posts and things around it because it's what I need. So I'm hoping this helped you as well, and you can gain a little bit of support this holiday season with some of these tips. Share this with someone else who you feel may need a little bit of the reminder right now for this holiday season, and the encouragement that we literally just have to be present with our family and they will be so happy. Simple is often better, and I think sometimes we can get caught up in the grandiose of the holidays. So here I am wishing you a happy holiday right now, and a sane one too. Take care.
Well, that's it for me today. I'm likely needed for some mom duties right about now. Thanks so much for joining me for a chat, and let's do it again soon. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at Brianne_McKenzie123 for more tips and tricks on how to get shit done.